Spectation Sports. Aries Fight Series 1 is underway. Our next bout features North Carolina's Cory Farmer taking on Agoge combative Cameron Oliver. Farmer one fight experience at 1-0. Oliver making his debut. This is a middleweight bout at 185, brought to you by Inked Expressions. Let's bring out our fighters. Here's the band, Jeff Hobbs.
Here we go. Your next bout of the evening is sponsored by Inked Expressions. Go see the Inked Expressions booth tonight. It's in the middleweight division, and it's scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Your first fighter, fighting out of the Allure Properties blue corner. He weighed in at 184.4
Guys, don't mind if I shoot a picture?
pounds. He has a record of 1 win with no losses. He's an independent fighter out of Murphy, North Carolina. Let's hear it for Cory Farmer.
So here comes Cory Farmer. Has the one fight of experience between these two fighters. Independent fighter out of Murphy, North Carolina. Farmer just 21 years old. Tall for this 185 pounds at 6'3". College wrestler, a state champion, a white belt. And in the guys that he has worked with include Stephen Kent, Brent Lance, and Aaron Eller, some of the guys in that camp, fighting as a light heavyweight in the past, and now in a middleweight bout at 185, taking on Cameron Oliver. Tom, what do you think about this one?
What a reach he has, Cory Farmer. I mean, Cameron Oliver. He's got a good reach. He's fighting out of Agoge. They're a good gym. Yeah, things are set up for him really well.
Yeah, Cameron Oliver, 23-year-old. We'll talk about him in 1 second. Do want to mention that the one fight of experience that Cory Farmer has, that was a win over Gabriel Atkinson, but that was back in 2019, so it's been more than a minute. That's pre-pandemic, the last time that we've seen Cory Farmer in the cage, and he is in the cage. Now we'll go back to Jeff.
And his opponent, fighting out of the Knoxville Mortgage Brokers red corner. He weighed in at 185.2 pounds. He makes his debut here tonight. He's representing Agoge combatants out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is Cameron Oliver.
So Cameron Oliver, 5'11", the 23-year-old, teammates with Logan Neal, who is in our main event tonight. And Logan Neal will take on Dimitri Miller. The crowd reaction for the put-together Cameron Oliver. Of course, a lot of guys in that Agoge Combatives camp. Matt Harris, Sterling Peace, Larry Scott, Greg Hopkins, Torres Finney. I mean, goes on and on. They're loaded on this card here tonight. And Cameron Oliver will present the opposition for Cory Farmer. Farmer did that win over Gabriel Atkinson was a strikes victory, round 2, back at Valor Fighting Challenge 63 in September of 2019. And then back in the cage is Cory Farmer. Samaj, what do you think about this one?
What I think about this, I'm going to tell you this, and what I think Cameron Oliver, that's a big dude.
Yeah.
That's a big dude. I actually talked to him earlier back in the locker room, and oh yeah, he's focused for this fight. He's very excited about getting his second win. But at the same time, we have Cory Farmer here. That's a tall, lanky guy, and I do want to see what meets the odds here.
All right, got the names flip-flop there, but you see the difference in age as Oliver 2 years younger than Farmer, and the height difference there, 4 inches difference for this 185, and both guys making weight, which is what you like to see. So Oliver, the 23-year-old, Farmer, the 21-year-old, and we are about to get underway. Jimmy Neely, our referee. This bout on the undercard presented by Inked Expressions, a middleweight bout.
Really good.
Farmer in the black trunks, blue glove tape. Oliver, black trunks, red glove tape. 3 3-minute rounds. We're underway here at Chattanooga live on Spectation Sports.
Cory Farmer doing a good job of keeping that distance. Cameron Oliver coming in strong.
Down goes.
Nice straight right hand.
Cory Farmer making the most of it, taking the back after he stunned him.
Oliver put on his backside early.
Knew exactly what to do after stunning
Now he's got to be smart here. He's not to give it up because he's too excited. Doing a great job of breaking him down, though. Slowing down the
Good
pace.
job of Farmer utilizing his wrestling.
He's just got to watch. His feet are crossed right now.
Oh, yeah.
Cameron just got to throw that leg over and teach him the lesson. Cory coming out to the side.
Cory
Sticking that
Farmer
mount
on top.
So Samaj, what's the exit here for Oliver? What's he need to do?
Well, the exit here, I feel like he needs to let that head go, create some space in order for him to find a sweep, get things rolling back on the stand-up. Just try to utilize his jiu-jitsu to stand up, keep things rolling on the feet. Now,
Cory.
right here, I feel like he needs to wall walk.
And
If
now,
he can- oh, there we go. Never mind.
Cory doing a good job of riding that back and
Oh,
allowing
yeah.
him to move and expose that back. Now he's staying under his armpit, so this will allow him not to be shucked off the top. Once you're riding high, you got to make sure
Oh,
you're
yeah, he
under
has
those
to-
armpits.
so I was just going to ask you, Tom, it really hadn't been a window of opportunity for Farmer to rain down with any ground and pound, and now gets his back, leans him back again.
It looks like he's trying to just ride him out right now, which is a smart thing to do.
Most definitely.
He's got such superior position. You don't want to ruin it. He could breathe. He's not wasting his energy. Cameron on bottom's got to deal with a 185er on top of you. That gets heavy fast.
Especially with Cory Farmer being an experienced wrestler and white belt in jiu-jitsu.
He knows physics. He knows how to be heavy.
Right now, I feel like Cory Farmer has a very great idea. He's sticking to this game plan, and it's working for him. I would like to see ground and pound, open him up a little bit for submission.
And there's a couple on
Yeah,
cue.
now he's got him broken down. The ref is over looking.
Oh, that's over.
Over.
It's over.
Wow. Cory Farmer, a
TKO.
first-round TKO victory to move his record to 2-0, and Cameron Oliver disagrees with ending the fight.
He was in bad position. He was taking some shots. It looked like it was going to be more of the same. Cameron wasn't getting out of it.
The fans showing their displeasure as
Here we
well.
go again. Looks like. Uh-oh. Here we go.
He flattens him out right here, and then he starts raining him down.
punches, yeah.
Right after you said something, Samaj, actually.
I thought he was going to open him up for a submission, but this does the job just well right here.
Are you guys okay with that stoppage?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Most definitely.
Yeah, Oliver's still nodding his head. He is not in agreement. And Jimmy Neely trying to explain it.
Losing sucks.
It really does.
It really does.
But, you know, when you're in that bad position, it's all about your safety at the end of the day. So,
brain damage sucks more.
Oh, yeah. You don't want that.
Not if you're not getting paid, too.
Exactly.
Right. Just amateurs, so.
And they do make some money, but it's
Yeah,
big,
it's,
not
right.
brain damage money.
Right. I don't know what that blank check is, but, man, hard to.
Excellent performance by Cory Farmer.
Yes, so Cory Farmer's going to move his record to 2-0. Cameron Oliver will drop to 0-1 after falling in his debut.
And Cory Farmer's at an independent, and that just shows some independent is good, some is bad.
Well, to what you said earlier, Tom, I mean, he's an independent fighter, but he's put in work. He's got guys that he has worked with. When the independents don't list anybody, then that might be the red flag you're talking about. All right, let's make it official. Go to our man, Jeff.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee stops this bout at 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
You can hear the crowd. They don't agree with the
Your winner
stoppage.
by TKO, Cory Farmer.
Cory Farmer with the victory. That is back-to-back losses for that terrific Agogi Combatives camp, as Frank Gallardo lost to Antoine Jennings, and now Cameron Oliver with the loss. Fortunately for them, they got a lot more